Alexander Vindman is well known for speaking truth to power. Well, in today's great video that we have for you right now, Vindman will speak truth to cower. Now, that is by exposing a panic-inducing truth about those individuals who would capitulate to, or better yet, be played by, the Russian strongman who so heavily influenced the 2024 election results. Specifically, Vindman calls out the compromisability, if that's a word, I don't know, Jagger, of Elon Musk, America's guest that wouldn't leave. His harsh assessment of Musk and all the other whirling dervishes that are in motion around the incoming president, you know, one word, it keeps echoing in my head, maybe it does yours as well. That word is compromat. Now, if you're not familiar with that word, well, it has no translation really in English, but your potential new Russian overlords, they love it. In fact, they say things like, to keep compromat on enemies is a pleasure. Keep compromat on friends is a must. Where we heard that before.
Keep your friends close, but your enemies closer.
Yeah, that's the MO of the mob. And in its literal translation, as best as you can, compromat means compromising material. It refers to discrediting information that could be collected or stored or traded or used strategically across all domains, you know, political, electoral, legal, professional, judicial, media, or business, for all those who are involved. And so who then would be involved and how can we tell? That is where today's video comes in. And as you're about to see, it's going to cover things like who is echoing Putin's talking points right now? What are those qualities that Putin looks for in his most useful rubes? And why Tucker Carlson seems obsessed with daddies spanking girls.
And when dad gets home, you know what he says? You've been a bad girl. You've been a bad little girl and you're getting a vigorous spanking right now. And no, it's not gonna hurt me more than it hurts you. No, it's not. I'm not gonna lie. This is gonna hurt you a lot more than it hurts me. And you earned this. You're getting a vigorous spanking because you've been a bad girl.
Well, these are all whistles that need to be blown and blown loudly, and there is no one more serious about that than Lieutenant Colonel Alexander Vindman.
Clearly, Putin has a type. He likes narcissists and egomaniacs that he knows as a case officer he could easily pander to and manipulate to do his dirty work. We are under attack. Russia has been using different levers, whether that's corruption networks. In this case, it's influencers like Donald Trump, like Elon Musk, to really kind of sow discord. And it's particularly troubling with Elon Musk in this case because Elon Musk has access to state secrets. He has top secret security clearance. It's possible that some of that is seeping through. Putin has been very effective in playing both Trump and Elon, and he's been using the richest man in the world to do his bidding. In some cases, that's encouraging him probably to support Donald Trump. That's not speculation. We see how far in Elon has gone. And then using Twitter as a disinformation platform. So this is not some sort of far-off, distant threat. This is going to impact our elections. It's a national security threat.
You talked about Putin's type, including Elon Musk and Donald Trump. Say more, because it also includes Tucker Carlson, who has a bizarre fetish with daddy spanking a little girl, something he said in public from a podium this week. And J.D. Vance, who has a bizarre belief and worldview that women should stay in violent marriages. Talk about why these men just happen, maybe coincidentally, to also parrot Putin's talking points when it comes to the war in Ukraine.
Well, it's not really coincidental. I mean, we're talking about a very practiced KGB case officer. He served through the rank of lieutenant colonel as a case officer. And in that capacity, he was trained to suss out the vulnerabilities, the weaknesses, the ways to engage his target, his agents. and he's using Trump and Elon as his agents. And in this case, he's just using their own egos, their own vanities. The fact that, by engaging with Putin, they're feeding their egos to manipulate them and message them. These guys are not particularly skilled. They're not practitioners in national security and statecraft. So his warnings that somehow this is going to trigger a nuclear war are the same things that you hear both Trump and Elon and Tucker Carlson parrot. So he's just effectively manipulating them and using them as useful idiots.
David Jolly, to the political layer of this, there's strength, which you see in General John Kelly's courage of stepping out of a nonpartisan role to sound the alarm for the American military, saying that what Trump wants to do to them by pursuing the enemy within with the military is a dangerous fascist thing to do. And then there's artificial faux strength, which is what you see in men like Musk and Trump and Vance and Tucker Carlson. How did we get to the Republican Party being taken over by the fabricated strength of those men?
It's such a great comment, Nicole. I mean, one of the great ironies of Trumpism is for all the bluster and bravado and masculinity. On the world stage, Donald Trump's foreign policy is actually one that projects American weakness.
So let's make this abundantly simple. This man is our enemy. Here he is with President A, and here he is with President D. Now, which one do you think is really protecting your interests and your future?
Trust me.
This might be a little too late to say that, but have we become sheep stupid?